And VLOOKUP. You want to use VLOOKUP, first you need to come and type here. So you come and click here, equal to VLOOKUP.
You know, I didn't even see. I didn't
Hello?
see how you were copying this.
Hello?
I'm saying,
Yeah.
hello.
Yes, look here.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
start from copying the names.
Developing a drop-down list.
No, copying the names
Okay.
down here.
Okay. So when you do so, you have to do it. Let me repeat for copying the names. So you just need to select like this. You copy, then you can paste it here. You paste. So after pasting, now you want to develop a drop-down list. You have to select the names. After selecting the names, you go to data. Then you choose what? Data validation here. Then you will select data validation. After selecting data validation, here you normally choose list. Then you come and do what? I've selected the one that I had already used. So let me just cancel this one first. This one I had already used. That's why we have drop down. So it will not keep a drop down list again. So let me copy from this one. Then I paste it here. After pasting now, I'll come and highlight this. Then I go to data validation, data here, and then I choose what? Data validation here. Then I'll click what? Data validation. I'll click data validation. Then I'll come and select list here. After selecting list, I'll come and click here, source. So where I have source, I'll click there. Then I'm going to highlight the names again, like this. Then I will click what? Okay. So I have developed a drop-down list in these values, like this. I have developed a drop-down list on the value. So if I want to change anything, I just click and then I choose it, like this. I just select as I choose in this particular given case. So once you do that, that's how you can develop a drop-down list. I can repeat. I've said you copy the values in, assume you have the names. You copy, then you click here, you paste. After pasting, now you come and what? Highlight the names. You come and highlight the names. Then you go to data validation under data here. You choose data validation. Then you choose what? Data validation here. After choosing data validation, now you come and select list. From list, now you click source. After source, you select these values here. Then you click what? Okay. So you'll see the list it here like this. You can try it on your worksheet, the one that I shared to you, so that you can see like this. Find out the important so that you understand. After the reading now, it's start on customers and yes. So once you are done in this particular given case, now we want to use also VLOOKUP here. Lookup is used to look up for vertical values in our table. If you want to look for vertical values in our table, you need to copy the values. So this one, I'll delete them. I'll delete so that I copy afresh. So I've said you just need to highlight these names like this. Then you do what? You copy. After copying, you come and click here. You right click. Instead of pasting like the way we used to paste, it will appear like this. So you normally select paste special here. For paste special, it will automatically change columns to rows. So we'll come and click here. So we want to change that row to become a column. So I will choose transpose here. If I choose transpose, I'll click OK. Then these names will change to column. So I can pick one of the names here which I can refer, like Koke. So I'll type here Koke like this. So if I come here, I want to look for types of vehicles for Koke in my case here. So I'll come and type equal to what? V lookup. Like this. Then I open the bracket. I'll click where we have Koke here. Like this. Once I click, I'll put a comma. I'll now go to tuple array here, which is showing here tuple array. Tuple array is the type of tuple that I am using. So I started using my tuple from names here. So I'll select it like this. After selecting, I'll put a comma. After putting a comma, I will specify column index for types of vehicle here. The column index for types of vehicle, I will count 1, 2. So I put 2. Then I put comma. After putting comma, I will select false. If those criteria are not meeting, so they will be false here. I'll double click, then I close it like this. So I've said equal to VLOOKUP into bracket. T15 is our reference value here. Then B1 to H23 is our tuple range, our tuple array here. Then comma 2 is our column index. Like type of vehicle, it is column 2, which is 1, 2. After specifying like that, now I'll come and close the bracket like this. Then you press enter. So I'll see Koke, who is here. The vehicle name for Koke is Voxy, like that. So if I may change it to Musa, maybe I delete Koke here. I type Musa, like that. Then I press enter. You see it will change. It will change automatically. So that's why we have Musa Masida, like that. Maybe I want Daniel. I'll click again Daniel. I'll type here Daniel. After typing Daniel, I'll press enter. So you'll see Daniel has Noah in our case here. So that's how we use VLOOKUP, like this. So let me return it back to Koke, like that. So when we want to look for the 1%, I can also use VLOOKUP. I just type equal to here, VLOOKUP into bracket. Then you go and click Koke like that, then comma. So the tuple array, I'll go and select the tuple here, like this. Then I put a comma. So from that comma, you'll choose column index. The column index here is the number of where the column for the one it's lying. So we have 1, 2, and 3, like that. So I'll come and put 3. Then comma. After putting comma, I'll need to specify if the statement is true, it will be assigning the exact name. But if it's false, let it give me false. So I'll click for false name, like that. Then I close the bracket. After closing the bracket, now I'll press enter, like that. So I'll see, okay, Voxy. The 1%, they were 12.50. They were 12.50. So if I want the day 2 present, I'll come and type also again equal to here. Then I'll type what? VLOOKUP, like that. Then I put into bracket. I want to look up for okay. Then I put comma. I'll select tuple array here. After selecting tuple array, I'll put a comma. Then I'll come and type the column index for day 2 present. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll type here 4. Then I put a comma. After putting comma, now I'll come and specify if it's false. Then I close the bracket here. So some people, maybe they end up anchoring the cells, the range. But since we have just started, I'll be showing you how you can anchor the ranges so that it restricts exact values that you want to obtain. So once they are here now, I'll just press enter, like that. So we'll see George, 1500. The same can be applied to day 3 and day 4 and 5 and 5. So this one you cannot drag it. You say maybe I want to drag it. You can't drag it. So you need to type the formula so that you drag the values where they are specified. So once you do those, you come and type equal to for day 4, day 3. So you just type equal to VLOOKUP, equal to VLOOKUP into bracket here. You'll come and specify okay here, then comma. Our table array here, our table array, it will be this like this. Then you put a comma, column index, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we put 5. Then comma, you now specify 4, false. Then you close the bracket like that. After closing the bracket, you press enter. So the same will happen to day 4, which is equal to what? Equal to VLOOKUP. You just type equal to VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, equal to VLOOKUP into bracket. So sometimes if you are typing a formula and then you see it appearing here, you just need to double click on it. Then you come and select the, okay, you put a comma. Now you go to table array. Table array now you'll select everything here like this. After selecting everything, now you put a comma. After putting a comma, you'll come and select the column index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you put here 6, then you comma. You type false after that. Then you close the bracket, Yes. Close the bracket. So you press enter. So I'll just click on the first cell. You see the formula. Then you try to relate within 5 seconds. You try to relate within 5 seconds. 5 seconds. So let me just click on Voxy first. You try to understand it like this. So you'll check here. This is the formula. The formula. You try to relate how I have tried to find the value of what type of vehicle here. So only 2 seconds, not 2 seconds. So let me adjust the screen for you so that you can see. So this is the formula here. This is the formula that I've tried to use here. So you just click in. When you click in, you will see it here, Voxy, in our case here. So this is the formula. Try to relate to C. Try to relate to C. So I hope you have understood up to there. So once you are done, now you press enter like this. So let me do the first one so that you can understand the use of VLOOKUP in our case here. So if I want to find the second one, the last one, it will be equal to what? VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP into, I've said if you are typing, then you see a formula, you just double click. Then you come and click the first name, you put a comma. Then now you come and select the table. In our case here, you will select the table up to here. Then you put a comma. You'll type the column index for day 5 present. Column index for day 5, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will be 7. So I'll come and type here 7, then comma. Now I'll select what? False, like that. So I'll close the bracket, then I press enter. So that will be 22,500. Now, the use of VLOOKUP is just to look up values in vertical column. It's just to look up values in what? Vertical columns. So these are vertical columns here. But if you want to look for horizontal, you use HLOOKUP. If you want to use for horizontal, you normally use what? HLOOKUP. So for HLOOKUP, I'll still add some few columns here. Add some few columns here. I want to use HLOOKUP. So now for HLOOKUP, I'll just copy this one, the values here. Then I copy it here. I'll paste it. So once I paste, maybe I want to look up value for name. Maybe for Joe. So George. So if I want to look up values for George, in my case here, so what I'll do, let me clear the formats first. Yeah. So I'll go home, let me clear formats. Like that. So once I am here, I want to look for types of vehicle for George, but in a horizontal way. In a horizontal way. So I'll just type equal to, for example, H lookup, like this. So it is the same style, but now this one you'll be referring row instead of column. So you have row index here. So you are looking for types of vehicle here. Then you put a comma. Now you'll select table array, which is this one. Then you put a comma. So after putting comma, now you look for row index. You'll see George, he is under row 5. George, he is under row 5 here. So once he is under row 5, in our case here, I'll put not row 5. It is a 1, 2. It's 1, 2. So I'll come and type here 2. Then I put a comma. After that, I'll specify false here. So when I specify false, I'll come and close the bracket. So it will be equal to HLOOKUP into bracket. You specify where you want the reference value. But our reference value here is types of vehicle. Then comma. You type C1 to C23. Then you put a comma. You type 2. 2 is the row index here. So we have 1, then 2. So this row index here, it will be here. Then you put a comma, you put false. Then you press enter like that. You press enter. So these values I had inserted a drop-down list here. This drop-down list is what is interfering here. So let me just copy it in another sheet here so that you see. I'll paste it here. let me paste it here like this. So if I paste it here, maybe if I want to do what? If I want to type the name, so here I'll use George. I'll use George in our case here. So I'll just type here. Then I come and type equal to, not equal to. I'll type first Koke. Then for Koke, I'll come and click here. I type equal to HLOOKUP. Then I click on it. After clicking on it, now I'll come and what? I'll come and specify. I'll come and specify the reference value here. Then I put comma. In my case here, I'll put a comma. Then I'll come and select tuple array. My tuple array here, it's from type of vehicle up to here. From then I will put a comma. Then after putting comma now, I'll come to count row index here. So we have what? Number 2 is our row index. So I'll put 2, then comma, then I'll select false here. Then I'll close the bracket. So when I close the bracket, automatically I'll press enter. So you'll see Voxy in our case here. So George has Voxy in this particular given case. If we hit row 2, maybe Musa, I'll come and select here equal to HLOOKUP, equal to HLOOKUP. After selecting now, I'll have to select the reference value here. I put a comma, then I'll select tuple array. So my tuple array is from names here. So I'll have to highlight it. Then I'll come and put a comma. After putting a comma, I'll come and specify row index. Row index for Musa, it's 1, 2, 3. So you'll put 3, then comma. After putting comma, now you select false here. Then you close the bracket. Then you hit what? Enter. So you'll see Masida is for Musa, which is here. Masida is for Musa. The advantage of this, you can easily drag it now. This one you can easily drag it like this. So you see the values for Musa and the values for Georgia, like that. And that's how you make your work very, very easier. So instead of looking for the values manually, you just need to do what? To use HLOOKUP or VLOOKUP in that particular given case. So from there now we have something OR and AND. OR and AND. For OR is used to specify values either when the 2 of them is true or 1 of them is true. This one will be able to get a true value. But AND, the values you are trying to relate, all of them must be true so that you get true in this case. Or I've said 1 or 2 must be, or both of them must be true. But AND, both of them must be true. If one is false, automatically you'll get false. So it's when you come here, you can say equal to. For example, let me just copy this work to another sheet so that you can use it. So I can copy it here because I'm seeing the space is not there. So in this case, if I want to use OR, I'll come and type equal to OR. Then into bracket here, I'll click one of the values in. For example, I want to test this one, day 1, which is equal to 1250, which is equal to 1250, then comma. You click day 2, maybe day 2 for second value, which is equal to 1500. Then you can put a bracket here like this. So you want to test if these 2 cells are true in this case. So once I'm done like that, I'll press enter. So I'll see it's true. But now, if I try to change 1, like this case, let me delete the last 0, I put 1. You'll still get true. But if I change all, like here, I change all. I'll not get true, I'll get false. So if I get false, it means when you are using or rely on two values. Both of them must be true to get true answer, or one of them must be true to get true answer. But if both of them are false, you'll get a false answer, which is now the opposite of and. It's now the opposite of and. So you just type equal to and into bracket here. Then you click one of the cells here. For example, this is equal to 1250. Then, comma, you come and try also another one, like here, it's equal to maybe what? 1500, like that. Then you come and close the bracket. After closing the bracket, you press enter. So you'll see true. True. So this means if both values are true, you'll get true. But if both values are false, you'll get false. And also if one is false, you'll get false here. So if I try to change one here, for example, this one, it will give me false because one value is false in our case here. So now instead of using false and true, I can customize my values. I can customize my comments by use of if or and if and. For example, if I come and type here, then I say equal to, not equal to, I can type if or here. So when I click here, you'll see if I want to use if or, in my case here, I'll go to the function of what? Or. I'll double click, then I can copy this formula here, this. Then I come and paste it here. So instead of or alone, I'll include if here, if, but into brackets like this. But now I don't want now to have true and false. I want to customize. So I'll just put a comma, open the speech mark. Then I type here, this is true, like that. Then speech mark, comma, open the speech mark again. This is not true. This is not true. Then speech mark, then close the bracket like that. So once they're done, you have customized your function for if or. Instead of giving you true and false, it will give you this is true, this is not true. So once they're done, now you press enter like that. So the reason why it's showing this not true, because when you look at this one, cell D2, it was 1250. So I'll change it to 1250. Cell E2, it is 1500. So I'll change this to 1500. So you'll see this is true, like that. Higher. Now, when I look at for if and, in this case, I'll just type if and. Then I press enter. For and function now, I'll have the function here. I'll copy this. Then I go and paste it. When I paste it here, I'll double click so that I customize. I just add if. Then I put into brackets. Now here in front, I'll put a comma, then I customize. I can say, you are right. Are right. Then speech mark, comma. When the speech mark, you are wrong. You are wrong. In this case, like this. So you close the bracket. Then you hit what? Enter. Like this. Just press enter. So you are wrong because the values that we have used, like the last value, I try to change it. Delete it, put 0. Then you press what? Okay, like that. So this or and are used to test the values, but they are not mostly used in most of the cases. But you may find some cases you want to use that function. So you need to understand how you use it when you are using in a spreadsheet. So in most of the cases, we have also the if and nested if. If is used to make comment using two values. For example, in my case here, I can say in this column D4, day 4, if the values are above 5,000, I can say good attendance. And if they are less than 5,000, I can say poor attendance. So I can just come and type equal to if into bracket like this. Then I'll click the first reference value. I put greater than 5,000, comma. Then the comment that I want to write, I'll open the speech mark. Then I will say good attendance. Good attendance. Then you open the speech mark, you close the speech mark, then comma again. Then you open the speech mark, then you say poor attendance. In this case, poor attendance, like that. Then you close the speech mark like this. So once you close the speech mark, you close the bracket. So if the first statement fails, or if this expression is wrong, it will display the second statement. But if it's correct, you display the first statement here. Then you come and press what? Enter. So there was good performance or a poor in the first day 4 number present here. So you can easily drag it like this, like that. So we had good and poor attendance here. So if I may change this one, maybe I put here 59 like this. It will be good attendance, like that. Remember, next, if it only rely on two values, like this, two statements, and you don't duplicate the ifs. But if you want to use nested if, you can duplicate them. Instead of putting two comments together, now you come and change it like equal to if, into bracket. Now you can select this. If it's greater than what? Greater than, we can start with the highest, which is maybe 8,000, comma. Put the speech mark, then you say good, comma. Again, you start if into bracket. Now you click here. You say greater than 5,000, comma. Open the speech mark, average. Click customer center. So continue. Start. So you come and put average like that, then comma. Again, you start if. So you can write as many if as you want. So the last value now, it will be if it's now less than. If it's now less than or equal to maybe 5,000, you can say poor. That. Then you close the speech mark, you close the bracket. So we'll have 3 brackets here. 1, 2, and 3. Then you come and close with 1, 2, and 3. Then you hit enter. So when you drag it now, like this. So this one will give you ranges based on particular value, but this one will rely on the 2 comments. In this case, or if rely on only 2 comments, like that. Now the last thing we have like today, month, now, and so on. So if you want to see the day of today, you can type equal to day. You just type today, you put into bracket like this, then you hit so you'll see the date of today. I've said equal to what? Equal to today, like this. Then you can also show equal to month. Month, now you come and type equal to, we'll type here equal to month. Like this. Then you open the bracket. You click the cell that has a date. Then you close the bracket. Now you press N. So you see it's September, like that. So issues with round and round up, we are going to start it tomorrow. I'll send this worksheet so that you check. After checking, I'll have also other 20 functions from tomorrow. So you are going to use them, but now you need to practice this one first before I come and add also other 20 in this case. We have something also like now. You just type equal to now, equal to now. Then you put like that. So you'll see date and time in our case here. So I'll not be able to proceed from there. What I'll do, I'll stop here. Then we have another class at 5 tomorrow. Is it okay? Hello? We'll have another class tomorrow. So let me share this one so that you can check on it. Okay?
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, let me share.
It's okay.
I have a nice evening. Let me share the worksheet so that you can see.
So.
Like that.